delay. We had an unexpected update that we had to do, but we're on the air now, and this is Season 11, Round of 32. We have Redcathal from Ireland against Bot1, who is in San Antonio, Texas. We're going to go straight to their roster since we're so late as it is, but before I do so, I'm very glad on this really special day, Sunday afternoon, here in Europe, to be with my usual co-host, the Huggy Bear. Hello, Huggy.
Good afternoon, Norbert. Bit of an unusual streaming time today, but it's going to be great.
Exactly. So let's take a quick look at these rosters straight away. On the Bot1 side of the thing, so we have Arnim Zola, Baron Strucker, Baron Zemo, Bullseye, Ghost Rider, Winter Soldier, I-Hulk, Spider-Woman, Red Skull 2, and Luke Cage. What is this, a Hydra list or a Cabal list?
Hydra all the way. Very nice.
Nice one. Could be Cabal, though, right? Strucker?
Nah, Strucker is also Hydra leadership.
Yeah,
so,
for sure. All right.
Hydra versus X-Men.
Yeah, Redcathal is probably playing X-Men. He's really great at it. And so it's Logan, Honey Badger, Domino, Beast, Angela, Psylocke, yes, Pyro, Rogue, Storm, and X-23. So all the usuals. Let me just tell the boys that we are ready. And want to welcome everybody in the chat. If you hadn't heard before, we had a little bit of technical difficulty. I had to do an update, basically, and I'm in my artist residence, which is a very lovely part of Norfolk, but terrible when it comes to internet connectivity, and so it took a long time. But let's see how the guy's doing. Looks like Redcathal had won. And I saw him pick the blue one, and so he's taking Secures, and it turns out to be his Infinity formula. And Bot got Alien Ship, so 17-17, no choice on the threat. That makes things easier. And
it's a pretty decent result for the Hydra player. Could have been way worse, crisis-wise, when going into X-Men, because they can really do a blitz-style scoring game when they get their pay to flips and their fast extracts. Now we got a non-pay to flip and a slow extract, which opens up for a interesting game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's quite lucky in that regard because it's not a pay to flip. I'm not sure what else Coddle took. Maybe we can add that as our first question to Coddle about what kind of secures he's got, because maybe the other two were pay to flips and this is his third one, which maybe his least preferred one, maybe. Very possible.
Yeah, X-Men love their portals and the mutant madmen generally.
Okay, so Infinity Formula is where you have the B map. So that's basically two sides of the board, kind of going across the board. I'll show it to you in a moment. And this is where you contest them and you gain a power if you do, in addition to a VP point. Alien Ship goes along the middle horizontally. There's 3 power core tokens, and you pick them up for a VP. You can only hold one at a time. And then, interestingly, in the cleanup phase, each character with 3 or more power holding a power core has to roll 3 dice for each skull and wild in the result. The character holding the power core and all characters within 2 of it suffer a damage. Now,
this can be used both. This can be used offensively by placing a character with tons of power on it next to as many enemy models as possible to hopefully get damage onto them. So there are some cheeky plays available with the Alien Ship.
Yeah. Why do you think Hydra wants it?
I think it's because it's a slow crisis, and Hydra pretty good at control. I think given how his roster was constructed of hard-hitting models, I expect that he wants to turn this into a fight rather than a blitz, which Hydra certainly can do on certain crises. They have their world domination card, which is kind of dumb, but that one only works on Mayor Fisk nowadays, basically. Used to be able to use that on both Terrigen Clouds, which is no more, and Mayor Fisk.
All right, quick shout out to Utility Cookie, one of the old timers in the game. I hope he's still playing, actually. He's made the map for us today. 31 points in it. It's called Back in My Day.
Yeah. I know for a fact that Utility Cookie is captaining the Netherlands WTC team.
Yes.
So,
yes. That's great news. Ooh, look at this green outfit here. All right. Bot1 has taken Bullseye, Baron Zemo, Spider-Woman, Skull 2, and Baron Strucker. Of course, that comes with the Hydra
balanced
Troopers.
team. Very interesting.
Yeah. Who's affiliated here? Everybody but Spider-Woman?
Everybody but Bullseye.
But Bullseye.
Spider-Woman is Hydra.
Okay.
She's a double agent, you know.
Oh, yes, of course. Brace for Impact, Recal Matrix, Patch Up, Exceptional Healing, and Heroes for Hire. Heroes for Hire?
No affiliated cards.
What's the Heroes for Hire for?
Oh, he must have...
Is that right?
Yeah, that must be a mistake.
Yeah.
Perhaps he was intending to take Luke Cage, but then changed his mind in the last second and forgot to switch out the card.
Huh.
Well, that's obviously a bummer in an important game.
Yeah.
But we've seen it before.
Coddle's taken Beast, Storm, Angela. He loves Angela in the X-Men. Domino.
Yep.
Domino is X-Men affiliated, yes? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And then...
everyone except Angela on that team.
Yeah, okay. X-23 without Honey Badger. Exceptional Healing. To me, my X-Men. First Class. Eye on the Prize. And Brace for Impact. So all pretty ordinary, except for maybe Eyes on the Prize. But considering he's going first and he's X-Men, it seems like a good card. All right. Let's get the map in order here. Ooh, looks like we have hovering secures. I haven't seen that bug in a while. So here's the map. Let me go a little diff. And you can see the 2 secures down here. And you have them up front as well. And then right down the middle are the 3 extracts, the alien core. We've got size 4. You're not supposed to stand on top of it here. Size 2 chicken coop. Size 3 rail car. Size 2, size 2, size 3, 2. There's a little 1 there. These sandbags are hard to see, so we'll have to try to keep our remember those. Some barrels, size 2, size 4 tanks, size 3 truck. So fair amount of terrain, but nothing big, very close to the middle.
Yeah, and there is the only character with a throw to write home about here is Angela. Storm and Beast have throws, but they're only size 2. And Storm's cost 3, so she generally does that once or maybe twice a game. But Angela has her size 4 throw online every single turn she activates. So maybe she is in it because she can make good use of that tank and those trucks and those that railway cart there.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. And Angela's also a great extract runner. And he's got priority, right? Although I don't think she
only downside on Alien Ship is that she is great at generating power and not as great at spending it. So she may very well find herself running around with a pile of power while carrying a power core, possibly triggering that extra damage in the cleanup phase.
So I've just been informed that Bot's thrown another curveball. This Texas meta must be wild because he is playing the Strucker leadership.
Oh my!
Yeah. So first of all, maybe you can
the Red Skull one.
Wait, sorry. Can you put a note about asking Cuddle about his secures, and then also asking Bot about his Hero for Hire card choice, and also why he chose Struckers, and then once you got that question down, maybe you can tell us about Strucker's leadership. All right. And meanwhile, while Huggy Bear is looking that up, we see that Coddle's decided to use First Class to get people to move, and then he's put Eyes on the Prize on Beast, and Beast went forward using that Eyes on the Prize to pull off a extract, and then move his second move onto the secure here on the bottom left. Really great use of the card.
Cool move.
Beast, yeah. And because first class, sorry, first I was thinking To Me My X-Men, sorry. First class is the card that you play at the beginning of the round so that people don't have to pay to interact with secures or pick up extracts. That's what happened. So he picked that up, moved Beast, and used Eyes on the Prize for his 1 power to have 2-inch range to get to the center secure, picked it up for free, and then moved to the serum canister over here, as I mentioned. Meanwhile, who was that? Spider-Woman. Where is she now? Ooh, where did she go? Is she here? No.
Behind the tank?
She's behind the tank. Oh, no. She's right there.
Ah, she's...
yeah, she just double moved to the top core and picked that one up. So as far, I'm not sure where she started, probably here in the middle, but it looked like Baron Strucker in the middle, probably Spider-Woman, then the Hydra Troopers, and then Red Skull too. So he's near his Hydra Troopers. Bullseye all by himself down here on the bottom, and Baron Zemo even further on the bottom. Interesting, very interesting. Beast was in the middle.
She positioned herself right in front of Angela, and she's not spent her power to pick up the skull. So I expect her to have a size 4 truck thrower, which will be unable to raise.
So
very soon.
X-23 was all the way at the bottom of Cuddle's deployment. Beast was in the middle, Storm on the left, Angela on the top here, and Domino on the far top. So he's weighted his top part of the screen a lot more than Bot did. Bot did the bottom here. So that was X-23. These guys are motoring along. X-23 went forward, double moved, and picked up the final extract for free. She's here in the middle. And now, who is that? Bullseye. Bullseye is going to probably secure that thing.
Some damage onto...
yeah, and shoot X-23.
Yeah.
All right. So first attack of the game. Let's do it, guys. Oh, Bot likes shuffling those dice. He likes to really get the bones rolling before he throws them. And 2 hits into 1 save. Reroll turns into just 1 save. So 1 hit point goes through.
Yep. Because you don't get cover against Bullseye's attacks.
No.
The bleed is nice there. Because otherwise, well...
kind of negates her healing factor, doesn't it?
She's gonna heal it back.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's like a double-edged sword doing chip damage to X-23 early, because in one perspective, she's just gonna heal the damage back, and she has effectively gained power from the damage already, so with no detriment, so to speak.
Yep.
But you also kind of put pressure on her to activate slightly earlier in the next round, so that she doesn't go down before she gets to heal that damage off. Yeah, maybe unless Bot has an elaborate plan to try and take her out as fast as possible next round, then I don't really see the big advantage in giving her more power.
So Cuddle moved Storm over to where Beast is and on the point, but then played To Me My X-Men and got Beast to move away, seems like, from Storm. So he's off the point now, if you notice. That's really interesting. Then Baron Zemo moved out off of screen, the bottom right part of your screen, onto the serum canister. So there's double contesting there. And then Cuddle decided to go ahead and start moving Angela. And sure enough, moved her once.
Here comes the truck.
And is throwing a size 4, which is throwing against Spider-Woman is fantastic because she's such a tank with normal attacks. She's just so brutal and staving off. Oh, wow. Look at that save. Ooh. This is 5 points of damage, and so far Spider-Woman has saved 3. So she's taken 2. Not bad at all. But I was saying that she doesn't have any tech against throws, and so it's a good way to deal with her. Why only 1?
Was this...
Why only 1 point?
Maybe the truck was size 3?
Oh, yeah, maybe it was. Yeah, the tank size 4.
I was under the
Yeah,
under the impression. Yeah.
Ooh, well, if you are watching this in
Oh,
the afternoon somewhere, or you're here in Europe live with us, we're enjoying some cocktails as per usual. I'm having my apricot daiquiri today, as I've been looking forward to all day, actually. Oh.
I have gotten myself a very nice bottle of water.
Yes, we're going to get into why you're drinking water today in just a moment.
I did not get much sleep last night.
The tension of the story thickens. So Angela was within 2 of Spider Woman, so I would have thought that they tried to roll another attack here, but it seems like they've paused somehow. Coddle's
I was
dropped.
expecting Anne to. Oh,
Yeah, that's what it was.
so we were expecting Angela to have a go with her second action to make an attack into Spider Woman. Given the fact that he did such little damage with a maybe he could instead go for a better placement for next round, but
Yeah, because
she has 4 nice physical defense, counting blanks, so unlikely to do much with her builder attack.
Yep. The tricky thing for people who haven't played against her is, first of all, she's got stealth, and then she's got martial artist within 2. So you have to be within 3 to attack her. Ideally, you want to be outside of 2, though. So you have to be in this like weird positioning range of being outside of 2, but within 3, provided you have an attack that's bigger than 2, obviously. That's your best bet against her, and even then it's not great. But normally you're within 2 of her, and so she's going to get blanks, which is aggravating. Because she rolls
Sure.
4 against
Angela gets to place within 2 of a target she's attacking with her builders. Maybe that can get him. It can get him within 1 of the northeastern Infinity Form there, but that would also put him in range of Red Skull.
Yeah.
It's not healthy for you.
No.
By the way, do we know if Red Skull is his anti-energy form or his anti-mystic form?
Yeah, I don't know. I do not know that. I don't want to ask.
Because that...
Just because I don't want to interrupt the game.
Hmm.
All right, Coddle's back, and so let's see if he does. He
placed off of 2, so apparently intending the attack.
Yeah. Why don't you read us Strucker's leadership?
Yes, I have to read it out loud. I don't know it by heart.
Yeah.
It's a wall of text. So here goes. Once per turn, after an attack made by an allied character is resolved, if attack dealt damage, the allied character may use this leadership ability. Choose 1 special condition the allied character has. If the defending enemy character does not have the chosen special condition, it gains it, and then the allied attacking character loses that special condition. So you can transfer conditions from yourself to your opponent if you do damage with an attack. Additionally, once per turn, when an enemy character gains a special condition, the allied character that caused the effect may remove 1 damage from himself. So that's not only when you have conditions on yourself, as I interpret it. It's when you inflict conditions on opponents, you just heal, which is nice. But it's not considered as one of the stronger leaderships in the game, mainly because if you do damage, you are not unlikely to daze or KO the target, in which case the conditions does not matter. So that's basically it.
Okay.
It only works when you fluff your dice.
Yeah. Okay, Angela was able to do 3 more hit points onto Spider Woman, which is really respectable. 4 out of 6 hit points that she's sitting on. Then Strucker moved to this point from the middle, down here. Then Domino went to contest that point up there, and now we're seeing the final move here of Red Skull moving, who, by the way, turns out is in energy mode.
Yeah, now we... That means that he can take damage from throws, which is important.
Yep. So it looks like the troopers are going to go ahead and secure that canister up there, and Red Skull's moving forward one, also securing it, and doing an attack into Angela. Now, he doesn't have enough power to give him the blanks at this stage, right?
He can cut himself to get the power.
Yep, there he goes.
And he does.
He just did it. Nice one. So he gets to count blanks on this attack into Angela, who is rolling 4 physical dice. Defense. Ooh, no defense dice whatsoever. Wow. Decent hit. 2 hits. 3 hits with a crit. Crit.
You mean 5?
Oh, 6. Yes, 6. Oh, Red Skull does it again. One shots her. Oh no, wait. Why is she only taking 5?
X-Men cover.
Cover. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Woo! That was intense for Cuddle, I'm sure. Wow.
Yeah, but this is...
Does he get to push or throw her? Or is this blitz? What is it?
Yes. I think he got both triggers on his attack. The one is that he gets to push the enemy character away. The other one is that he gets to do a short move himself.
Yeah, that's the blitz part. So it looks like the push is going to get stopped by Domino. I'm not sure if Cuddle was clever about that or not, but certainly to his advantage. And let's see what Red Skull... Yeah, sure enough. So she just moves just a bit and gets stopped by Domino. And then, hey, PHP Chrono, welcome to the show. And so Red Skull, we'll see what he does with his blitz move. Yep, so we're starting round of 32. For people who are new to this is the elimination rounds of season 11. Only winners continue. Everybody else gets knocked out. And they also have to play on a clock. I hope they started it, but there's a clock, and we'll check it occasionally. The overhead display is not showing it correctly, so I've turned it off for the time being. Red Skull 2 moves a little bit further on to the point, and that is the end of round 1, with Coddle in the lead, having 2 extracts versus Bot having 1.
Yep.
Yeah. And
so going down 1 point against X-Men round 1, while also simultaneously putting in some damage on his models, is not a bad start, I'd say.
Yeah, because I think the Hydra plan is violence, isn't it?
In this particular team, I think it is to some extent, but they can certainly play a more like combined arms approach with some control, some attrition, because Red Skull does have a push on his big attack that he triggers quite often, actually, and his grunts give him an edge on secures, and you can also bring in characters with the control elements like Spider-Woman has both an extract steal and interrogate to generate extra points, and you can have Winter Soldier in there, who is also affiliated, I think, who does have a 4-cost push on each spender, which you're gonna be able to get off quite often in Hydra, because with Red Skull's leadership you generate extra power from secures, but as we know, Bot has elected to play with the Strucker's leadership, possibly because we're playing Infinity Formula, and that Crisis already gives you extra power for standing close to secures.
So speaking of that, Spider-Woman, of all the people holding extracts, is the only one with 3 or more power. So she'll be rolling 3 dice in the cleanup phase. And depending...
I think that's what just happened, because she was at 4 damage before, and now she's at 5.
Oh, she was at 4. That's what I was confused about. I thought she was at 5 already. I beg your pardon. So yeah, so then her and Red Skull 2 both took a damage from the fact that she rolled a skull in the extract part. Yep. And so that
seems that we're seeing a Angela activation now.
Yes,
yeah, so she used the X-Men jump off of Domino to get back within 2 of Spider-Woman there.
Right, got it. Yep.
Hoping to do the... As a matter of fact, I'm not sure. if he had stayed outside of 2 and instead used his Blades of Ichor, he would have had a better chance to do the last point of damage on Spider-Woman, but would not have gotten close enough to throw the tank into Red Skull here, which is most likely just going to burn Brace.
Yeah, makes sense.
Spending using a size 4 terrain piece to burn Brace is kind of costly when you are the only player available to throw them. So I would, if I wouldn't have been critical of a move where he threw the size 2 fence or sandbag line there into Spider-Woman, because if she wants to, she's highly unlikely. She would have been highly unlikely to survive even a size 2 throw. So maybe he would have burned Brace or gone down. So I would, and then he would have had the size 4 left for later.
Yep. So Angela moved forward based on her attack, correct? Where she gets a place within 2. Yep. And so she did that. She threw the tank, got burned by Brace, and then she did her normal attack and did a fantastic. She rolled 6 hits into 2 saves or 3 saves for Spider-Woman, who only had 1 hit point. So Spider-Woman's dazed. The core, a lot of arrows happening. The core got thrown backwards to Domino.
She's now paid for Angelic Assassin.
Yep.
To get an extra short move and an attack, so she will be able to attack Red Skull twice on top of her Spider-Woman attack.
Yep.
So Red Skull is less tanky than you might think. So if she gets Red Skull down here, that will collapse Bot's right flank right from the get-go, at least for this round, until they wake up from dazing.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, he is a glass cannon. He's definitely high output, but if you can get to him, you can do quite a bit of damage quite easily. All right, let's see what the dice say. Seems like she did the attack where she gets to move a little bit closer to him, and so she moved a little bit further again to between Red Skull and the Hydra Troopers. I'm just waiting for the dice now to be rolled, I think. Red Skull took a damage.
Be there. Connect